All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're in. I know sometimes we get people from Africa or New Zealand, all over the place. My name is Shannon Procyse with the Business Acceleration Network. This is our networking catalyst event. This is an opportunity where we invite people to come and meet some of our incredible members and experience the power of coming together as a community with a shared vision of cooperation and collaboration. And so, those of you that don't know about us, so let me tell you the agenda first. I'll follow a little of the PowerPoint, but I'm going to get off script quite a bit tonight because we're gonna change things up a little bit. So what we're gonna do tonight is I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about our organization so you know who we are and what we do. And then we're gonna get into breakout rooms. And so this particular app will allow you to, it'll tell you what room to get into. And then again, as I mentioned, it'll help you keep track of who you met with. And then those that are members actually get to access everybody that was here. So it just really helps with nurturing the relationships and follow up. And even though some people, or we often call this our speed networking event, we are really here to help people foster partnerships, relationships, and build their business through community. And so those of you who don't know me, I've been kind of tagged as the go-to guide for visionaries seeking to create community or join a community and make the most of it and create raving fans. I also guide entrepreneurs to create a lasting impact through community building and strategic partnership. And so my intention and desire is to accelerate your growth. I'm all about fun, so we want to have some fun tonight. Hopefully there's some good laughs, good breakthroughs, and have a big impact in your business. And really also to connect you with our thriving business community. We have what we call collaborators and trailblazers and a wide range of individuals that are here, not only growing their business, but also here to support others to do the same. And we empowered heart-centered entrepreneurs to become industry leaders so that they can make the income and the impact that they're here to make. And as I mentioned earlier, we're reinventing community and collaboration and entrepreneurship. So I love just to highlight this because I have a feeling if you're here, you might resonate with something as a trailblazer. I think we're all, I don't know, I'm a magnet for trailblazers. So I just assume that if you're here, you've probably been willing to take the road less traveled, having the courage to take the road never traveled before. You might see opportunities as potential to deliver results and go for it. And most people here, they'll see places where there might be roadblocks or challenges and obstacles, and actually look at those as possibilities and opportunities to grow. So out of the box thinkers. If you're a trailblazer, or if you resonate with this, you can either do a thumbs up or yes, yes, yes in the chat, something to let me know that, hey, I'm in the right place. So we have a signature framework when we work with businesses, and you can learn more about this at businessaccelerationnetwork.com. We feel that, finding that clarity in your messaging, clarity in your business, clarity clarity leads to power. I don't know, have any of you ever felt like, let me just speak for myself. I know that when I'm unclear, it creates procrastination and often not, I get stuck like molasses. And so we really believe that clarity is a tool to accelerate, take movement, and take movement with confidence. And so I hope tonight that as you're in the breakout rooms, and we go into a little bit of detail about that some people will come here and they'll ask for insight or market research or input, and that you can get some great clarity on what it is that you're doing to be able to easily take that next step. We're all about community, collaboration. Communication is key. Communication is key in our marketing and our messaging and in relationships. So we spend time there. We also love helping people raise capital, whether that's through growing your business through more clients, the normal capital raising where you might bring on investors or sponsorship, grants, things like that. And then we really are big on celebration because as you know, Success breeds more success. So we even have a section in our community of like celebrate. What are your celebrations that you're doing? And I love the term. It's kind of a place where you can market yourself while sharing, sharing some good news. So I'm going to pull this up again. I did see somebody come in on an iPhone, uh, and so that may be a little bit challenging, but we'll be able to work through that, or I can brainstorm with you. You want to go ahead and use the QR code, which will pull up a text. And so in this, it'll pull up a text, you hit send, or you can put the number at the bottom, 435-236-2143, text 50857. If you're joining us, because we are doing a live stream, to really play with us, you want to go to bandtogetherevent.com, join us on Zoom, get in here and join the magic and have fun. We'll be turning off the live stream in a minute as we get into the next phase. Does everybody in? Is there anybody? Raise your hand if you're not in yet. Let me just check.
This is Dr. Bob. I don't have an assigned room yet.
Nope, I know. For some reason I must have did the setting off, but I will make sure, Dr. Bob, that you are in a room. I promise.
Thank you.
And thank you for keeping me in the know. I just want to make sure that I have the right setting here. And we are going to go ahead. So is everybody all set up in there? And they look like they have, they've checked in at least, and that's been okay?
I assume we don't have the room numbers yet. It just has.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and because now I'm doing it the manual way. Collaboration and cooperation are vehicles to overcome challenges and multipliers. So we're here to really, if you have a challenge, we invite you to share that and just watch the magic happen. A little bit of housekeeping. As you get into the groups tonight, I'm going to invite you to focus on two pieces. One thing that we feel is really important is to help you master your elevator pitch, or being able to connect with people from the heart on how you serve them and how you help them. What this does when you have a pitch is it's kind of like a faucet. It turns on, right? It turns on those connections. It turns on, more questions, getting people to know you. So one thing as we get into the breakout room is asking people to help you with your pitch. The other thing is maybe there is a goal or a challenge that you're trying to accomplish. So for example, we had a meeting the other day, and somebody was trying to figure out how to get a bigger audience. They're like, hey, I'm doing this event. How do I get more people there? What are some ideas? And so either pick a goal or a challenge or your pitch and let people give you feedback. So in that, it's okay, because some people are so eager to help and give feedback. They want to be there. They have feedback. It's okay for you to pick and choose what works for you. If somebody starts giving you feedback and it's like, I'm not going in that direction, please interrupt them, right? Like say, hey, Shannon, you know what? I don't want to be on TV. I like to write, right? We're okay with being interrupted. We're okay with being paused. So that's kind of a key thing, is just, find the gems, but also you're the boss, right? We're here to help you, but you get to direct that show. The other piece is that we want to be really mindful of our storytelling, because you're going to get some time to talk. This isn't necessarily speed dating where you have 30 seconds and then you got to talk to the next person. We want you to engage in a conversation and connect with people. And so you don't need to know that I live in Florida, I have 3 kids, right? Like a lot of that detail doesn't matter. It's how can you serve other people? And it's the same thing with giving feedback or input. It's like, just let's get to the point. If you're, I often say, if you're doing a Super Bowl commercial and it's $10,000 a word, what would you say? So just be really mindful, and it's a great place to also practice being quick, clear, and concise. So of the high performance networking, just going to highlight a couple key points. We look at challenges as opportunity for growth. When you get in the breakout room, this is a confidential space. It's not recorded. So what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in the room stays in the room. Please feel, you'll find in our community, we want people to feel safe to be vulnerable. So, that's okay. And you can also pass, right? If you're just here to listen and learn and you're like, I don't know what these guys are doing, you can say, you know what, I'm going to pass. I'm kind of getting to know everybody. You can do that. Be supportive by listening, really listen, because it's amazing. You may get into another room and go, oh my goodness, Amanda helps people have breakthroughs or identify blind spot that they might see, and she's looking for clients, but you don't know anybody. So I kind of say, hey Amanda, I'm scouting for you, right? Well, let me scout. But then you'll find you get in the next room and somebody's like, hey, I'm really stuck. I need help here. And you go, oh, you know what, I met Amanda. So just listen, be attentive. And those of you that are in the app, as you come back, you can actually take notes in the app about people that you meet, which is really cool. So we want to stay present, open-minded, view each person in their highest potential. That's one of the greatest gifts we can do for people, is see them already successful or accomplishing their goal. I already mentioned be direct, skip the backstory. And the whole idea is to find the hidden gems. Really, you might get 10 ideas. If you leave with one, then that's the gem that we're really looking for. So as we get into the breakout rooms, you want to have a timekeeper. So the timekeeper, please love on them, be nice to them. Timekeeper, please be firm. 10 seconds. Make sure you cut them off, because we want to make sure that last person has an opportunity to go. I'm going to be giving everybody 4 minutes, so I'll adjust that. You can start with your elevator pitch. And the reason we put 30 seconds is we want you to practice, again, being quick, clear, and concise. Sometimes people come here and we give them 4 minutes, and guess how long their elevator pitch is?
4 minutes.
I see some smiles. 4 minutes. That's too long because people can't ask questions. And as somebody who produces events, if I give somebody the mic and I say you have a minute and they go on for 4 minutes, I'm gonna be a little careful giving them the mic. So we want to be really mindful for that. If it goes into 60 seconds, that's still doable, but really be mindful of keeping it short and sweet. We're going to exchange leads if you have some. And this is the part where, like Jeff, you just showed up. You're like, I don't know any of these people. Why would I refer them? So Dr. Bob, who's one of the world leading experts in pain elimination, you may know somebody who has back pain or getting ready to go get surgery, but you don't know Dr. Bob. So when I make an introduction to somebody I don't know, I would say, you know what? I was just at this great event. Sorry, I'm planting the seed. Great event, and I heard this guy, Dr. Bob, talking about pain elimination. And I don't know him, and I don't know if it's a match, but your name come to mind, so I just wanted to connect you guys. So that way, it's kind of getting you off the hook, right? I don't know him, I met him, but I thought of you when he was speaking. You guys get together and see what happens. So the lead exchange is really powerful, and that's where the magic happens. And the idea is I'm not going to say, oh, Dr. Bob, my mom's in chronic pain. She's had 3 back surgery. Like, I'm not going to go into the details. I'm going to go, Dr. Bob, my mom, Linda, let's follow up afterwards. And then Dr. Bob's job is to write down Shannon, mom, Linda, right? And then follow up. So we want to really have enough time to where everybody can share and connect. And then you can share a goal or a challenge and just receive feedback. Now, feedback is a really interesting thing because it's important to use I statements. I feel, I think, I like. Also, it's important to see if people are open to feedback. And sometimes we have to read body language on Zoom. If somebody's like this and you're seeing their face, it's like, okay, maybe share a couple things or invite to talk. But I know if you're new to this environment, we've had some people go, it was a little overwhelming. There was a lot of, people were giving me all these ideas and I didn't know what to do with it all. And so that leads me to, and I just saw Sophia came in. Sophia, I'm going to pull up The slide again for you to get into Networker, just so you can check in. And if anybody else came in late, you want to go ahead and pop in here. You can either text it or use the QR code. And when we give the feedback, also just be, again, find the gems. So I want to share just a minute, and I'm setting the tables right now, but I want to make sure Sophia's in there. Sophia, do you mind just speaking up when you're in there so I can do the rooms? Let me know when you're done.
Okay, I did it. It's on my text message now somehow.
Okay, so you did, and you hit send?
Okay, something came up with already to send something. Okay.
Yep, just hit send. Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
And then we'll get into the breakout room. And so you'll have a number pop up, and of the number, you just pick the room that was given to you on the text. And Sophia, let me know when you're ready.
Is this supposed to come in text message?
Assign manually. Hold on just a second.
Yes, Sophia, it all goes through text at this point. This app is through text.
Yep. All right, I'm going to create the round now if she's in, and let me know if everybody gets it, and then we'll open this up. So while this, and give me a thumbs up once you got the text, just so I know that you have your room. Should be coming in. It says it's processing. So one of the cool things about our community is that as you're in our community, like you might leave here today and say, I have some questions. I'm still wondering, oh, it's saying too many tables. All right, guys, we have a user error. So give me just 1 moment and fix this. Max tables, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 12. Save, 4, save. I love technology. I love technology. Okay, go to round. I love technology, especially when it works.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? I'm going to create a new round. Let's try this again. And if not, we're going to go to old school.
Will the text message come into that same phone number we've been texting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and let me see here. Go to round. Oh, yep, it's loading. Just 1 second. Seed event. Okay, current events, last 6, did not edit event, remove table, or adjust max number of seats. Okay, we're doing it old style. And then I'll figure it out while you guys are in the breakout room, if that's okay. So here we go. Create. You have 4 minutes each. So we'll go ahead and go like this. Open rooms. All right, Greg, I'm going to move you to another room. Dr. Bob, I'm going to move you to another room also. So if you can hold on just a minute.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay, should we choose this room that you just gave
Yep,
me?
you should have room number 1.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
And let me stop the restream. Are you able to get in?